Hey guys, Malcolm here, Survival Know-How, and today we're going to take a look at the April 2016 Apocabox. Stay tuned. So real quick, I'll run down what Apocabox is in case you're not familiar with it. So this was created by Creek Stewart. You might have heard of him. He is the host of Fat Guys in the Woods on the Weather Channel. Pretty interesting show, kind of fun to watch.
I'm Creek Stewart, Weather Channel survival expert.
But this box is not like all the other boxes out there. This is not like Battle Box or Prepper Gear Box or Loot Crate or Anime Crate or any of those things, right? Those things are all focused on the gear that you get, right? The individual items or trinkets or whatever. This is more focused about teaching you and about experiences, right? His motto is get up off the couch, right? And that's really what these are. There are a lot of like projects and crafts to get you up off the couch, away from YouTube, and out in the woods and actually, getting hands-on experience with that. And I really like this. This is a really unique box here. I'm having a lot of fun with this so far. So let's just kind of jump right in. You'll kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about as we go along. So the first thing we get here is this is a birch bark container kit, okay? So have you ever seen those cups and containers made out of birch bark? This is a kit to kind of teach you how to make one of those. So they didn't actually include birch bark in this, but what they did instead was include these cardboard templates. And the idea is that you'll make the container out of these templates and you'll learn how to do it, and then you can go off and go collect your own birch bark and later on make your own birch bark container. So it comes with these two templates here. We got some natural cordage. Looks like this almost made out of a nail. This must be like the sewing needle for it. Inside we have some handwritten instructions on how to do this. And then we also have whatever these are. So the kit includes one copper needle black, one nail awl, one jute cord, two bark boards, and one set of instructions. So pretty much this template looks like you're gonna pretty much fold it in half. You're gonna use your awl that they created, that this came with, and create holes in these little triangles. And then you're gonna kind of sew it all together using your jute cord. So this will teach you how to do it, and then you can go out and collect your own birch bark, or really, any kind of bark, and reproduces the exact same thing. So this is pretty awesome. I don't know if you've seen birch bark containers before, but they are very awesome. I've always been really jealous when I see people with them. There's some really gorgeous ones. I've even seen like sheaths for knives. I've seen quivers for arrows made out of birch barks. So pretty awesome. This will be a fun project to do. Okay, so you can kind of see on there what the end product will turn out to look like. So as you can see, this is the kind of stuff that you'll get in your Apocabox, right? It's little hands-on projects to teach you how to do something. Like you could go and read instructions on how to make a birch bark container. You can even watch a YouTube video, but you're not going to learn it really unless you get that hands-on experience. And since Creek can't actually be here himself to teach you this stuff, he creates these little projects to get you that hands-on experience so you really learn how to do this stuff. All right, so that's the first thing, is the birch bark container. So moving along, the next thing we have here is a Paiute deadfall kit. All right, so like they did in the last box, they give you one completed Paiute deadfall, and then they give you the tools that you need to carve your own second Paiute deadfall, which is pretty neat. So again, you get that hands-on experience of not just setting up one, but actually creating one yourself. So if we open this up, all right, so we have some pieces that are already carved out so that you can create your own Paiute deadfall. And then we have just some that are just like blank slates like this, so that you can carve your own pieces to try to mimic what these look like. And this is what the final product should look like. All right, so next up we have, it's kind of a flyer, it looks like, and maybe a coupon to get a kit to build your own horse bow. Last box they had a very similar thing. They had a flyer to go and purchase a kit to build a bamboo longbow. So this one looks like it's how to build a horse bow. All right, so next up we have one of these patches, PVC patches. Get into the woods, Apocabox. All right, so like I said, his motto is get up off the couch, get into the woods. And if you look here, he's got a little couch with a cross going through it. Let's see, I'll go ahead and add that to my kit up here, my collection. Get off the couch, get in the woods. So moving along, next up we have a hand reel. All right, so that's this big guy. So I've seen hand reels before. I've never seen one this big though. You know, I've seen a lot of people, you can make one off of, like out of a soda can or something. You can kind of wrap your line around that. But this, I mean, this looks pretty comfortable. This looks a lot more comfortable than using a small soda can. It looks like you got a good bit of line on here as well. Oh, you fuck, there's a hook right there. Ah, you little shit. Little fucker got me right there. So pretty neat. We've got a pretty big hand reel. I guess you know, throw the line out and then just kind of pull it in and wrap it as you go, and you can kind of hold on to this to really pull on the fish. So that's pretty neat. And then we got some more handwritten instructions on here, and it even kind of shows you how to mount this to some sticks and kind of make your own rod to go along with it. So moving along, we have a kit to make your own paracord bracelet. So if we open that up, we have a few different belt buckles here. We have a couple of neon green ones that have fire starters built into them, and these ones down here have compasses built into them. You get 10 feet of paracord, and it comes with some instructions on how to get this started and how to weave your own bracelet, maybe even your own belt if you have enough paracord. Here's one of the belt buckles here. Look at that. You open it up and there's your fire starter. There we go. Now I gotta say, I've never really been into the whole paracord bracelet making. I know a lot of survivalists, they love making the bracelets and do all kinds of different designs, and they make belts and straps and, you know, whatever else. And I understand it, you know, that's great that you can have 10 feet of paracord on your wrist at all times. I've just never really got into making my own bracelets. I've had these kits before, and it's just not my thing. But if it is your thing, you know, this could be a lot of fun. If you are going to use paracord, go buy yourself some of that fire cord. That stuff's really neat. That way you have a little fire starter built right into your paracord. So moving along, we actually have an item here. So this is not a kit, this is just a straight up item. Branded with the Apocabox logo, and this is kind of like a survival whistle, maybe a survival horn. Interesting design. It has a little hole right here, and this is where you blow into it. Wow, that is loud. Sounds like a boat whistle, Jesus. Wow, man, you know, you don't have to blow very hard at all, and it makes a really loud noise. That is very, very effective. Man, I like that. So that is a survival whistle or horn, whatever you want to call it, with the Apocabox logo. That, I think, is a lot more effective than a lot of those survival whistles I've seen in the past. There we go. All right, next up we have a American tin, American flag tin. Check that out. Inside we have a couple goodie items. So let's see, we have a small bottle of Tabasco sauce, of course. We have a spork, it looks like. Yeah, it's a foldable spork. So it folds flat, well, almost flat, and then pops open like that. Okay, pretty neat, pretty neat. Sporks definitely come in handy. Oh, I broke it. There we go. All right, slip that into your back pocket, not a problem. And then we have these little guys. which look like little LEDs, right? But this is actually, it is an LED, but it's actually like a mini flashlight. Somehow, there we go. It has a little piece of cardboard in there separating the batteries. Somehow you turn this on. How do you turn this on? Did I break it? I think I broke it. Or is this really cheap? Okay, so you should just twist it like this. Battery makes contact. Alright, let's try another one. I think I broke that one. What the fuck? Hey, there we go. I just had to wiggle the LED. What the fuck, man? Alright, this is probably going in the trash can, honestly. This guy, okay. I put the cap back on. No, I cannot. Come on, okay, you're on. Ah, for fuck's sakes, man. It's on, put the cap back on. Here we go. I got it working and staying on. It's probably going in the trash can after this video. But yes, you have a little LED. Has a little hole there, so you could actually string this up if you wanted to. And I think all you should do is just twist back in the front and stops making contact, goes off. Let me try. Yeah, see, this thing's the same thing, man. You gotta position it just right. Okay, this one's a little bit better. So there you go. You could kind of hang this up somewhere. You know, I guess the idea with this tin is you make one of these mini survival kits that you see a lot online. Honestly, those mini survival kits are pretty useless half the time. But if you really wanted to, this could come in handy. You can also punch a hole in here and make some char cloth. So there we go. You got the 3 LED lights. You got a little thing of Tabasco sauce, a spork, and a little tin. You know, you could turn this into your fishing kit or something like that. So moving along, we have 2 items left. And what we have here is pure motion tallow. Okay? So I was reading up on this, and all it is just kind of like a lard, pretty much, or some kind of oil or grease. So you can use this to lube up gears. You can use this to protect metal items like your knife blade or something. You kind of rub this on there. You can also rub this on leather. Let's actually read what this is for. Queen's Mutton tallow has been around since 1895. It's now made in Nully, Tennessee, USA. Mutton tallow is rendered sheep fat. It is an amazing multi-use product to keep in the bush kit. It conditions leather, but can also lubricate machinery. It's been used to soothe hemorrhoids, insect bites, and most commonly chapped skin. This also makes a great base for natural salves and ointments. It is a perfect dressing for carbon steel knives and tools, as it will prevent them from rusting. It can also treat wood handles for axes and other tools. Alright, so this is rendered sheep fat, and it looks like it has a bunch of survival uses. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's not really my thing. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this, but rendered sheep fat, alright? Last item in the box is the beaver tooth chisel, okay? So this is part of, they're doing kind of a short run series of Aboriginal tools. Last time I think we had an awl that they made. Is very similar to this, and this is a beaver tooth chisel. So on the back here, they show how you can use the chisel to chisel out a hole there in creating some sort of primitive trap. All right, so this is it here. This is just like the one that we got in the last box. It's handmade. It has this kind of rubber tubing as a sheath. It has a little dowel rod here. And it just has a... this is a beaver tooth chisel, I suppose. Then it also includes some more handwritten instructions on how to use your chisel to make a few camp projects here. So it says that this chisel is perfect for making lap, dovetail, and mortise and tendon joints in primitive traps and camp craft projects. So, I mean, I could definitely see this coming in handy. You know, let's say you're making a bird trap, right? So if you've ever seen a bird trap, you have to have a flat piece of wood, and you have to chisel a hole going through it, and then you can feed the snare line through that, and you have kind of a rock on one end and a branch on the other end for the bird to land on. So something like that, you have to chisel that hole going through that stick, and it is pretty difficult to do that with your knife. So having a tool like this, a chisel like this, is perfect. You know, you'll be able to kind of slowly scrape away at it. So pretty neat. I like these. I like this series of Aboriginal tools that they're doing. All right, so this is the Aboriginal beaver tooth chisel right here. All right, so that's everything that's in the April Apocabox. So this is kind of recap here. We got the beaver tooth chisel. We have the sheep lard. We have the American tin with the 3 little LED lights. We have the Tabasco sauce, and we have the spork that folds down. Then we also have the hand fishing reel right here. We have the Paracord kit. We have the very loud survival horn. We have the kit to teach you how to make a Paiute deadfall. And then we have the kit on how to create your own birch bark container. So this one, out of everything, this I am most excited about, and then I'm also very excited about fooling around with this Paiute deadfall. So there you have it. That is everything that is in this Apocabox. And like I said at the beginning, you know, this is not like the Battle Box or the Prepper Gear Box or Loot Crate or any of those monthly subscription box programs, right? This is kind of its own little field all by itself. This is the get you up off the couch, get you in the woods, and get some hands-on experience with these crafts. You know, I kind of look at Apocabox as kind of a mail-order Boy Scout experience for grown-ups, you know. Maybe not even grown-ups, you know. If you have kids in the Boy Scouts, something like this would be perfect for you and them to kind of work on together. It gives you guys an excuse to go out in the woods together and, you know, practice your bush skills. So if you guys like what you see, go check them out, man, at apocabox.com. I believe they're $50 and you get one every other month, so it's bi-monthly. And every month you just have new projects, right? New traps that you can learn. Last month we had a bird snare. I remember it was one of the projects, and like I said, this one we have the beaver tooth chisel. I think last month we had an awl, which was the Aboriginal tool. So really cool, a lot of fun. I really am enjoying these Apocaboxes. Go check them out if you're interested. If you guys are new to my channel, hit that red subscribe button down below. I do a lot of videos about prepping and survival, as well as a lot of these unboxing videos for Apocabox and Battle Box, and a few other ones every now and then. Until next time, guys, remember, knowledge weighs nothing. So long.